Is it really? I don't know if I can say that, but I feel like it's better than the boys. I'll get ridiculed if I say that. I don't ever care about that. You know what? And that is how every episode starts, with somebody about to say his name, and then all of a sudden the title screen pops up with some music, and I thought it was really cool. Now, is it unique? I don't know. Have I ever seen it before? No, and I think it's really, really, really cool, and I'm glad they had that aspect in this show. Now let's talk about the stars of the show, and there is a lot of them. I had to write all this stuff down because there's a bunch of stars. Amazon spent a lot of bread on some pretty big stars. So, and you'll hear a page turn. That's because we're a low production channel. So just bear with me here. All right, you have, and this is also going to be in no particular order. Well, I guess there is a particular order, but you'll see what I'm doing here in a minute. You got Steven Yen, who is the voice of Invincible. You got Corey Payton, who is the voice of Black Samson. Then you got Lauren Cohen, who is the voice of War Woman, who's an offshoot of War Woman. All right, let's just get this out here. The Guardians of the Globe are pretty much an offshoot of the Justice League. So you got Shaniqua Martin Green, who is Green Ghost, Green Lantern. You got Chad Coleman, who is Martian Man, Martian Manhunter. You got Michael Cutlets, who is Red Rush, The Flash. You got Lenny James, who is Darkwing. Every time I hear Darkwing Duck. If you're my age, you know what I'm talking about. But pretty much Batman. And then you got Ross Marquand, who is the Immortal, who is like Vandal Savage with Superman powers, pretty much. And all those are Robert Kirkman's people from The Walking Dead. So then you have J.K. Simmons, who plays the voice of Omni Man. Now, he's been in a bunch of stuff. A bunch of stuff. Most notably, he's probably best known for being J. Jonah Jameson in the Spider-Man series, both the old and the new now. Plus, also, he was in the TV show Counterpart, which I love that show. You got Sandra Oh, who plays the voice of Debbie Grayson, who is the wife of Omni-Man and the mother of Invincible. She is most notably she's been in a lot of stuff. She's most notably for being in the TV show now, Killing Eve. Then you got Zachary Quinto. Hope I pronounced his last name right. He plays the voice of the robot, and he's most notably Spock in the Star Trek movies, the new Star Trek movies, not the old Star Trek movies. That was Leonard Nimoy. Then you got Jillian Jacobs, who plays Atomic Eve. She's probably most known for being in the TV show Community. You got Walter Goins, who plays Cecil Stedman. That's my boy. He's been in a lot of stuff, but I first saw him in Justified. Then you got Kevin Michael Richardson, who plays the voice of the Mauler twins, and he is the second best voice of the Joker ever from the Batman series that came out in 2004 to 2010, something like that. Then you have Mark Hamill, who plays Art Rosenbaum. Not only is he Luke Skywalker, but he is the single best voice of the Joker ever from the original Batman the Animated Series. Then you also have Seth Rogen, who plays Alan the Alien. Seth Rogen to really need to say anymore. Super bad. There you go. Enough said. And then you also have Jimmy DeHanzu. Hope I pronounced that right. He's the voice of the Martian Emperor. He's most known for probably being in the movie Blood Diamond. Yeah, but he's been in a lot of stuff too. So as you can see, Amazon spent some bread. There's a lot more people I can mention, but we're going to kind of end it right here. Now, the soundtrack to this TV show is ridiculously good. Really, really good for a TV show. They got a song there with Pusha T. They got one with ASAP Rocky. They got a few songs with Schoolboy Q. I almost messed that up. And he actually has one of those songs are with SZA. So, they went to no expense to do this TV show, and the soundtrack shows it. Definitely shows it. So as far as the storyline, I could kind of sum it up like this, and you comic fans know what I'm talking about. It's like Injustice Superman is raising Jonathan Kent from the regular DC universe. I mean, you first see him get his powers and his father show him how to use his powers, and they had these great like father-son moments. But then there's moments where like he wants to do good and his father's like, no, that's beneath you. You don't need to do that. And it's crazy. It's a really good storyline. I mean, Robert Kirkman pretty much knocked this out of the park. So now, I haven't really given any spoilers, and even though you've watched to this point, you can probably get into Invincible, and I really didn't spoil anything for you. But from this point forward, we're going to go over my top 5 moments. So if you don't want to get spoiled, I should click off now, because we are going to get into the top 5 moments from So at number 5, we have when Invincible fought Alan the Alien. Now, I like this part because it was like his first real signs of he's not as strong as he thinks he is. And there's other people out there that are stronger than he is. So, I mean, Seth Rogen, the character even says, so I think you're very invincible. So, I mean, I thought it was cool. They had a cool scene. He knocked him into the moon, and then they started talking, and then all of a sudden he finds out that he's not even at the right planet, and Seth Rogen's like, oh, okay, well, I guess I gotta go. Hopefully I don't get fired. So it was a good scene, and I really liked it. So that's at number 5. At number 4, we have Atomic Eve actually helping out and changing the world using her powers. And all right, I got 2 parts. First part is, this is like what everybody who's a comic book fan always wonders, like, why don't they use their powers to help out and change the world and do this and do that? Why is it always just they use it when a supervillain pops up or so on and so forth? I mean, it's kind of crazy. And then she's a reality warper. I mean, you see her just put out in the fire and growing trees. I mean, plus, like, if she can do all that, she's like the most powerful person in the whole series. I mean, she can easily just turn Omni-Man to a puddle and boom, fight's over. I mean, it wouldn't be interesting, but I mean, she has that power. So it's crazy. I don't know why they have her so low on the list, because she is extremely powerful with her abilities. That's at number 4. At number 3, we have the fight with Battle Beast. So if you think Seth Rogen put it on Invincible, whew, my goodness. This alien has the right name, Battle Beast. He not only put it on Invincible, he put it on everybody in there. I mean, it was crazy. It was a crazy fight. I mean, Monster Girl, man, that face. That face was so bad. He beat the bejesus out of everybody and then just took off when he got bored. So, yeah, that thing. And the crazy thing about it is his father could have did something and didn't do anything because he wanted to learn a lesson. It's crazy. That's at number 3. At number 2, we have the fight with Omni-Man and the Guardians of the Planet. Now, I will say this. Omni-Man's a beast, obviously. But the Guardians of the Galaxy, or Guardian, wrong people. The Guardians of the Planet actually put up a fight and then go out. I mean, they fought. I mean, what's his name? Red Rush was giving it to Omni-Man. I mean, War Woman gave it to him, and and the Immortal did, and Martian Manhunter. I mean, they put up a fight, but they all died, and they all died in horrible fashion, and it was gory as hell, and was one of the best scenes ever. So that's at number 2. And at number 1, obviously, we got the fight between Omni-Man and Invincible. And it went just the way you thought it was going to go. Omni-Man beat the hell out of Invincible. But the way it ended, I liked it because it showed that there's one going to be a second season, and then for two, they showed all the little plot lines that were still open. They're still there, and hopefully we'll be seeing them in the second season. So I like how it ended, and but that fight was brutal too. I mean, he beat the hell out of his son. So that is my number one moment in the series. And that's our breakdown of the series, Invincible. Dare I say, one of the best series ever. And yes, I feel like it's better than The Boys. And I'm going to get a bunch of ridicule about that, but I'm ready for it. In saying that, if you are new here to SEM, please hit that subscribe button and become part of this SEM Nation. Once you become part of this nation, that bell notification, you know when the video comes out. And if you like the video, please give me a thumbs up. My name is Dorian. This is SEM. Thank you guys for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. And you guys have a good day.